Hi, everybody. This is Alex Milstein. I'm the editor in chief of Bedding News Now, and welcome to the very first episode of Bed Ed Now, a new educational series where I will talk to several mattress industry members and get bite sized bits of bedding knowledge. My guest today is Ryan Bailey. He is the buyer at Mattress World Northwest, which is a 24 store retailer. And Ryan is going to talk to us today about selling a sleep system as opposed to just selling a mattress or a pillow or a set of sheets. So, welcome.
How's it going? Thanks for having me. Look forward to having this conversation. And yeah, just kind of going into that topic specifically, over the years in the mattress industry, you had your transactional 5.99, 6.99 customers, and you had your larger tickets, but you were selling mattresses, and then slowly adjustable bases came out, and you might have had one or a few on the floor, and then as it's progressed, we're now in an era where if you're just selling mattresses, I think you're falling behind as health and wellness and just overall life has become one of the fastest growing trends in America. It is essential that people are understanding that sleep is one of the biggest factors in recovery, longevity, feeling better. And how do you achieve better sleep is by selling and showing sleep systems. So you're not just showing the mattress, you're showing the adjustable bases, all the features that come along with that. And it's key to just not show them or ask them as they're two separate entities, but to show them as if they are a system that comes together. If you're typically asking somebody, do you want to see this? They're immediately going to object, thinking you're trying to sell them something, to where when you demonstrate that as a unit, as if it comes together, you'll almost find yourself, if you do progress to the next mattress or the next item, they'll start asking, well, does this bed come with that? And, without trying to sell them anything, they've essentially, started selling themselves because you just showed them what you had to offer and presented it as part of a system. And I see that as the key as, the industry. You have market saturation, you have e-commerce. It's, a huge part of our competition nowadays. So
Mhm.
how do you continue to grow your business while seeing a decline in market share or saturation in market share? And that's going to be ticket average. And let's not forget, this is also beneficial to the consumer. And so we always want to be doing what's best for the consumer, not just ourselves. And it just happens to work for both of us.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think, this isn't necessarily a new idea. I think some retailers have been putting this, into practice for a couple of years, but it almost seems to me like a reinvention of the way that mattresses are sold. 10 years ago, the way that mattresses were sold is kind of like you said, it was here's a mattress and that's it. But
Yeah.
savvy retailers today are learning that the sleep system is way more appealing than a mattress. Even just in the sales conversation, you can say, oh, we're going to get you hooked up with an entire sleep system. The customer is going to like that more than, oh, okay, let's just find the best mattress for you, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, it seems common sense, right? But you do have people that struggle to get on board with that. Not just retailers themselves, but RSAs. So you have this constant battle of getting up with the trends, and what makes sense isn't always so common sense. So I think it is certainly not a novel concept, but the more and more people can buy into the strategy, the more success they're going to have for themselves as a retailer or any RSAs that are listening. I mean, this is just a fundamental item in today's evolving retail industry, and
Yeah.
especially when you're talking about technology. You have technology with, Tempur-Pedic's got the new sonic wave base. You got
Mhm.
heat influence bases out there, and you got active breeze coming next year, and many other features that are really just growing that section altogether. So it's not just the old same old same old. You are seeing technology improvements, which should only help continue in that trend.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
and the second part of that would be selling sleep systems is going to be technologies. Previously people, you show a comfort test and you show a firm, a medium, and a soft. And then if, based on what they like, you'd show them a couple other beds of the same, traditional innerspring or memory foam, whatever it was,
Mhm.
and they didn't buy the mattress. And typically the RSA or the retailer assumed, well, it was too expensive, or they didn't like what we had.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
will essentially just showed them five different mattresses that were the same thing. And so, really try to have that diversity of market, or of your floor plan, to have those different technologies, and show the consumers every option that are out there is only going to help. Because, some people like traditional, some people like memory
Mhm.
foam, hybrid's a hot topic. You have all natural latex, and then you have number bed systems out there as well too. So the more you can diversify your floor and have those different technologies, the better the results you're going to have as well too.
Exactly, yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Ryan. We really appreciate your insight.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.